Now then, people, and welcome back to the Just Joe Football Show, and it's time for another Leeds United watch-along. It seems an absolute age since I've done one of these. If you're first time watching me live for quite some time, happy Christmas, happy New Year, all that jazz. I hope you're all doing fantastically well. Watch along for the FA Cup game, Leeds United versus West Ham down in the London Stadium. The graphic will change shortly as well when we get closer to kickoff time so that you can see score, you can see timer, all that jazz. Before we do get into the video, as always, please do smash a like on the stream. Likes massively help the channel. People get eyes on it, more people, more viewers, etc., and helps the channel grow. I'm so close to 8,000 subscribers. It would mean the absolute world if I could get to that. On that road to 10k, as they say. Just like the video, subscribe to the channel, get your comments in, and of course hit the notification bell. I can see a few of you have already got some comments in. We'll get through to them. We'll go to the lineup as well. There's a really concerning thing for me. We'll get straight into it now. Patrick Bamford obviously doesn't make the squad. Now, I'm led to believe as well, like when I was at the ground last weekend against Burnley, he was apparently supposed to be in the squad for that game, and then Greenwood got called up to the bench. We're then told he should be okay for this weekend, and he's not in the squad again. And the club are very much on the line of saying, oh, it's all right, we just don't want to risk him. But it's starting to worry me a little bit, especially when you consider that Joe Gelhardt, Tyler Roberts, every man and his dog's injured at the minute. So the fact that Patrick's not in the squad again, he isn't in the squad, is he? He's not even on the bench, I don't think. No, he's not on the bench. So I was told at the ground, listen, I think Patrick was supposed to be in the squad against Burnley. Greenwood got the nod because Patrick was not well. Not well as in not ill, but not up to fitness. And then we hear all week Patrick's going to be fine. He'll probably get some game time. And then he's not in the squad again. Now, whether or not they are just saving him for the league game next weekend, obviously we play West Ham in the league. Maybe that's what they're saving him for. But it is just a little bit of a concerning issue for me, especially when you consider how many injuries we've got in forward lines. And like Bielsa said, what we found this season is when we're getting injuries, they're all in the same position. They're all in the same position. So it's not ideal, is it? Because we're not a huge squad anyway at the best of times. We will go through the lineups as well. Let's get them up. Let's have a look at West Ham first of all. So Areola in goal, Fredericks at right back, Dawson and Diop centre-back partnership, and then Johnson at left back. Your 4-2-3-1, so it'll be Rice and Souček. In the two double pivot, if you like. Quite surprising to see Antonio leading the line. Obviously, just new deal signed for him at West Ham, and of course it is the FA Cup. But David Moyes will go in every single competition, and I think maybe West Ham fans might actually be surprised with their lineup because it seems pretty strong and might well reflect the same lineup that we see in the league next weekend. So you'll have Bowen from the right. I assume maybe Lanzini from the left, although he can play in the middle, but I expect Vlasic to play behind Antonio. Not seen much of Vlasic, but obviously a new signing for them. And on the bench for West Ham, you have Randolph, Baptiste, Elise. Is it Elise? I assume not Michael Elise, but it looks similar to that. Masuaku, Matt Noble, Kral, Okoflek, Fornells, and Yarmolenko. So from a West Ham perspective, it's pretty strong. Like if I think to how they will line up against us in the league next week, okay, you might see a change at right back and maybe Johnson goes there and Creswell, if he's fit, plays at left back. But Dawson and Diop will be the centre-back partnership that plays at the weekend just due to injuries. You'd imagine Rice and Souček will play, Bowen will play, Antonio will play. Lanzini's been getting a lot in the 10. I assume Lanzini will play off the left in this game, though, just with Vlasic starting. I may be wrong. I mean, the only additions you might make to that for the weekend is maybe add Fornells in there instead of a Vlasic, because I know Vlasic is still like adjusting and getting used to the West Ham way, as it were, as Corey would tell us. So they have gone strong. Leeds United don't have that I guess, luxury in that sense, because we have switched it up and we have give you know, a debutant out there, Lewis Bate. Really excited to see Lewis Bate. Koch will playing on his own, obviously in the DM in the Calvin run. So that means Forshaw gets a rest, which I think really he needs a rest. He could do with a rest. Not saying he's not been smashing it, but when you consider he's had such a long layoff and we're expecting so much, I wanted him to rest in this game. I said in my preview, I hope Bate gets a shout. So Cockle playing the DM, Fairport left back, Ayling at right back. Leo Hujeldi gets his debut as well, of course, at centre back alongside Diego Llorente. So really looking forward to seeing him. Listen, I tell no lies. I don't watch a lot of under 23s, so this will be my first time in viewing these guys. Of course, I hear a lot of plaudits and praise from people that do watch them. I keep my ear close to the ground in that respect, but I don't watch a lot of it. You know, maybe Leeds fans do that will watch much more than me, and I understand that. So Click just behind Greenwood. So Greenwood leads the line, Harrison from the left and Dan James from the right. And then on our bench, we have Klassen, Drama. Quite surprised not to see Cody Drama start, especially in this game. It's quite interesting listening to All Stats, aren't we? The way they were talking about how Bielsa gives people chances and doesn't. If they're not up to standards, then, you know, he'll quickly move them on or maybe look to loan them out. And we know Cody Drame was given a start against Arsenal. Wasn't great. And I'm quite surprised that he's not in this lineup, especially when you consider the age of Ayling and whether or not he could do with a rest. So it's quite interesting that he's on the bench, especially when you hear noise that he might be going out on loan as well. So Cody Drame on the bench, Moore on the bench, McCarran, Liam McCarran, Jack Jenkins, Adam Forshaw, Stuart Dallas, Somerville and Rafinha. Again, I probably would have liked to have seen Somerville start. For me, this game, I don't... Of course, I want us to win every game, but I see the league as being more important. Like, if you were to ask me, can you get knocked out of the FA Cup and get something next weekend in the league? I'll snap your hands off for taking something in the league. It is what it is. That's why maybe for me personally, if I look at that lineup, what would I have done? I'd have included Somerville. I probably would have included Drame at right back. You know, maybe you could even throw Liam McCarran in there, playing from the left. But I understand why you don't want to change too much. Obviously, Greenwood leading the line as well. It'll be interesting because I think it'll be the first time I've seen him lead the line properly. If I think back to times that we've seen him off the bench, I don't know if he's come on as a number 9, as it were, you know. But yeah, look, from the state of the lineups, West Ham have gone very strong. West Ham have gone very strong. Leeds United have mixed it up, okay? Here we go. Simon says, Bamford was available for selection but hasn't travelled with the squad. I did see something on Twitter doing the rounds that they didn't want to risk him. But it does worry me that I heard that he was going to be starting or at least be in the squad against Burnley. Doesn't make the squad. We hear that, you know, he's going to be around for the weekend. He's not. And I know the club is saying, oh, well, we're just making sure and all that sort of stuff, which I understand. But it is a little bit worrying for me personally, from a personal standpoint. So, yeah, it's quite interesting to see that. I am just going to make a quick change, guys. If you just bear with me 1 second, I am just going to quickly make a change to my background. So if you just bear with us 1 second while I clickbait as well. What about clickbait as well? We've got clickbait. It says the folder is empty. The folder is empty, it tells me. Let's have a look. Sorry about this, guys, while I just quickly change this. Saying the folder is empty. I know this doesn't make for great viewing. Folder is empty. Just someone who sets up my watch-along for me is just sending something over, just so it looks a bit better for you. Oh, there we go. Should be sorted now. Yes, it is. Let me download that. Save that to my desktop. Just bear with us 1 second. Sorry about this. And by the magic of, I don't know, TV, could you call it? We're going to quickly make a change here. Just bear with us 1 sec while I do that. Let's add that. Add image. Sorry about this, guys. I'll be with you in a second. I know it's not making for great viewing, but it'll be worth it in the end, I promise you. 1 sec. There we go. So that should go there. And then we'll go. Oh, we need to change that. Look at that. The last time I did one of these, right? It was 7-0. I was like, what's that saying 7 for? And then I had like sudden flashbacks to obviously to what happened against Man City last time we did one of these. So not great. 7-0, man. Who can remember that? 7-0. Wow. Not great, was it? Right, let me have a just quick switch around here. And hopefully by the magic of TV, we should be able to sort this out. Let me just get rid of that in the background. Where's the green screen? Get rid of that. That's totally fine. Virtual background. None. There we go. And yes, all sorted. There we go. That looks much better, doesn't it? That looks much better than it did before, right? So you've got the lineups in front of you there. We're going to be able to change the scores. You will also have a timer so that you'll be able to, if you want to, of course, match up with me. So if I click that here, you can see just up there, there will be a timer as well on this. So if indeed you want to match up with me when the game kicks off, then you can and follow that timer there. So that's great. So yeah, we'll have 2 watch-alongs as well. So obviously we've got West Ham this weekend and West Ham next weekend as well. So I'll be doing a watch-along for both them games. Danny Rumsey says, looks a strong team for the FA Cup. But yeah, looking forward to it. Looking forward to it, as is always the case. Scott says, "Hey up, come on, you mighty whites. Big 3 points. We got this." No 3 points in this one, Aidan. No 3 points in this one, brother. This is purely through to the next round, to the 4th round. Danny says, we've got Rafinha and Forshaw on the bench, so looking forward to see what Bate can do. I am on that same thinking as well. I'm looking forward to see Bate. I'm looking forward to see Leo Hojeldi, you know. So Greenwood leading the line as well. It'll be tough, though. It's going to be tough today. Cheers, Joe. Are you in for a cup run? Nah. I'm not in for it, mate. I'm just concentrating on the league. That's all I'm bothered about. Gamer guy Ethan's gone for 1-1. Leeds United to win on penalties, I assume. I went for 1-1 as well in normal time. It will go to extra time, I believe, and then it'll be penalties after that. Scott says, I like the balance of experience versus young talent in the lineup. Just hope the kids play without fear and enjoy themselves. Hopefully, Joffy has inspired them. Yeah, what more can you look to when you look at someone like Joffy and see what he's doing? You know, you could even go as far back as to say, look at Pascal Struijk. Look at Pascal Struijk. Look at his trajectory. Look at Ilian Meslier. People forget this, you know. I was thinking about this the other day, that people will throw shade at Victor Orta, but then when you look at our squad on match days, a lot of them are what he's brought in. And people forget that. You know, they just assume like Meslier and Struijk have come off the conveyor belt of youth, but they were brought in by him. John B says, super excited. Jack Glennie says, that's my boy. Apparently there was an issue in training not being risked. Yeah, that's the Bamford stuff. Again, yeah, but it's not ideal, is it? Because we heard that he was going to be fit, and then we hear that he's going to be fit last weekend. Well, at least I did in the ground anyway. Someone said it to me. And then, you know, he's not even in the squad. So Danny De La Montagne, you all know Danny. He said anyone else wins a bit at that West Ham lineup. Yeah, it's good. It's good, isn't it? John B says upset on the cards, perhaps. I hate that us beating West Ham's classed as an upset. Like, I don't know if I'm on vibe with that. It's not really an upset for me because we can get a result. Why can't we? Mohammed Smith says Bates' head isn't that big. They've done him dirty with that picture. Yeah, I was thinking that as well, right? If you look, he's all head and no neck. Hey, good side for me. Give the boys a rest. Yeah, I agree. And Jim Funk, I would say, for me, I would go further and say that we could have maybe give more players a rest. I would have liked to have seen Somerville. I would have liked to have seen Cody Drameh. You know, that's just my own personal opinion. Lyle says no limits on subs. It's 5. It's 5 subs in the cup, says White Peacock Andy. We've got Marvo, who is clearly a Chelsea fan there, with a picture of Mason Mount picking up the Champions League. Says Lewis Bate, Chelsea Academy boy. Yeah, I'm excited to see him. And look, that again shows there's Brownie. Hey, go on, Brownie. I seen Brownie in the crowd then. You all know Brownie from One Leeds. So he was just on the TV there for a second. Russell says, actually, Russell, ever the optimist. I see your comments, Russell. Ever the optimist. Says, actually was hoping for a weaker Leeds team. Didn't want James or Firpo, Click or Cox starting. Glad West Ham have gone strong and don't want a result today as it's not important compared to the league. So Russell wants to get knocked out. I don't know if I want to get knocked out. Like, look, I'm not asked, I guess, is my sense. Like, I'm not really that fussed. But I'm not going into this game saying, let's just get beat. I want us to obviously win the game. Of course I do, because then, but if you gave me an option, take a point next weekend and get knocked out, or winning the FA Cup and then get beat next weekend, I'm taking the obviously point in the league over any different, or 3 points. Imagine 3 points. 3 points would be huge. Craig says it's nice to see Hijeldi. I hope I'm saying that right. Hijeldi and Greenwood is nice. They need minutes if we want them to get better. Of course, yeah, it's better to get experience at real men's football, isn't it? Real men's football. Mohammed says it's a great opportunity to injure their key men. Yeah, I think as well. I look at their lineup and think it'll be very much the same next weekend. Maybe you would add in there. I think looking at the bench, I would only say Fornells, because we know Creswell's out injured. We know Ogbonna. We know Zuma's out injured. So their centre-back partnership is Dawson and Diop, yeah? Fredericks maybe comes... Say if Creswell comes back, then Johnson would go right back, and you would assume that Creswell would go left back. Their forward line, maybe take Vlasic out and add Fornells to play from the left and Lanzini behind Antonio. But I think they're very much the same team that will play next weekend, if they don't have any returnees from injuries. Whereas Leeds United, we will switch it up. Of course we will. We'll see Koch at them. Although, to be fair, Llorente is actually out next weekend. He's suspended. I believe Llorente is suspended next weekend. So maybe this could be a look as to what we might shape up like next weekend in the back line if Strout's not back, But then again, Koch. So it might be Koch and Nijeldi next Sunday because Llorente is out suspended. So it might be Koch and Nijeldi. And then Forshaw would come back in for where Cox, playing. And then you'd have Click and Dallas in midfield with, probably James from the left, Rafinha from the right, and then Bamford up top, provided he's fit. You know what I mean? I am really concerned about that. 150 people in here. Come on, smash the like. There's 232 people now. If you could all smash the like, it'd be greatly appreciated. If we could at least get to 100 likes. Don't do it a lot, but listen, obviously I say it at the start of each video, but throughout, if you could like the video, the more likes, more people get to view it, and it's just props for the content and that. Clickbait in midfield, yes, seen a lot of that. Russell said, let's see what Bielsa actually says after the game when asked, which you will be by the press regarding Bamford, then you will know more. I think, yeah, of course, but like he told us during the week he was all right, yeah? We heard the same last time and he wasn't in the squad. So maybe they're keeping their cards close to their chest. You know what I mean? John B says, brace yourself for this one. Joy's very professional. I don't know if I'd say that. Jack Jenkins in there as well. Yeah, game is on ITV for those that want to do and watch that. I totally understand it. You could watch it, mute it, time up with me, listen to me comms. That's all right. Mike says, let's give a couple of players a debut. Good idea. Do you still think we need to buy another striker with Joffrey out for 3 weeks? Listen, if the links to Juggler are true, I still think as well, like maybe it'll force Leeds United's hand a bit in terms of getting up a backup option for Bamford, someone who is a little bit more experienced, maybe a little bit further on in the development, or just to improve Roberts, because when Roberts leads the line, it's not great. It's not great. Obviously, he's injured at the minute, but if you were to improve Roberts, I know Bielsa says they have to improve the first team 9 times out of 10, and you're going to be spending 20, 30 million. But to improve the squad, you don't need to be spending that. We've already seen that with the players that were linked. I don't think we'll get Nathi Hernandez, but he would be 16 million by all accounts. You're looking at Juggler, between 8 and 10 million from Barcelona. You're looking at Kamara, Boubacar Kamara, 10 million. They instantly improve our squad. Okay, they might not improve the first team per se, and maybe that's what Bielsa's looking to because he prefers to go for his under-23s. But reading between the lines from what he's saying that these options that he previously had in order to improve, they haven't worked when he's needed to call upon them, and maybe accepts that he needs to improve the squad. And maybe that's what Leeds United are doing. He's maybe looking and saying, look, this kid JUSTJOE's available. I've seen a lot of people, if he's that good, Barcelona won't let him go. Barcelona let Messi go, right? And I know they have their financial issues, but ultimately he's still left, right? People are saying, oh, well, they just bought Ferran Torres, so they don't need to. Ferran Torres can't even play because he can't be registered because they need to move players on. Barcelona are also trying to sign Morata. They're also trying to sign Morata. Xavi wants Morata to lead the line. So that leaves JUSTJOE even further down the pecking order. Now, of course, he played from the left yesterday and he can play on either side of the wings, but Depay could be coming back. You know, like I say, Ferran Torres, Ansu Fati. And then also they've got the Dembele issue as well. Does Dembele sign a new deal or does he be sold this summer? I don't know. There's a lot of moving parts, of course, but Barcelona ain't the club they once were. And Barcelona do need to sell in order to buy, you know? So don't just dismiss that rumour straight out of the bat. And it really frustrates me when fans go, oh, another reject, another under 23. Right, take yourself back. What was Strauch? What was Ilian Melier? They were all under 23s. What they're doing now, they're first teamers. They're first teamers. People call Firpo a Barcelona reject, for example. How many games into the season are we? Let's give this guy time. Let's give this guy time. Do you know what I mean? I just think it's too easy. And look, I get a lot of messages doing this. There's a lot of people saying, we need to act. We need to act now. We are 9 days into a 30-day window. 9 days in. And I know people say to me, well, Villa have done business. Newcastle have done business. Right. Totally different spectrums. Newcastle are in a relegation zone, richest club in the world. They were always going to do it. Yeah. Villa, very, very rich club as well, but also have a new manager. If Dean Smith was still in charge and they were doing okay, they wouldn't be splashing the cash as mad they are now. But Steven Gerrard's in the door and it's a new manager. So he wants his own players. That's why they're acting. Newcastle have to improve, especially defensively. I mean, they lost to Cambridge yesterday. That's why they're doing what they're doing. Leeds United ain't that club. So if you're expecting that, you're just going to find out that by the end of the month, you're just going to be angry at January. Leeds United will wait. Unless there's a deal that makes sense now, they will wait. The reason they will wait is because players become available towards the end of the window for a lot cheaper price than what they are at the start of the window. And if you show your hand as a club, then naturally the price hikes. Whereas if you wait, you make your targets known. Oh, we like him. Yeah, we'll speak. If that, look at Rafinha. Like all I ask for, and listen, it's no skin off my nose, but like all I would say, and this is the way I look, just be patient. Be patient. Patience is a virtue. These things don't happen overnight. We have got 30 days for a reason. The majority of deals get done on the last day for a reason. Do you know what I mean? And don't compare to other clubs, because if you're comparing to Newcastle, it's pointless because they're the richest club in the world. So are going to do what they're going to do. And Villa, for example, it's a new manager. They have to back their new manager. If Leeds United had sacked Bielsa and there was a new manager in the door, he'd have already said, right, I need this, and this. And they'd be acting straight away. Do you know what I mean? But Leeds United will be all right. I promise. Yeah, people say, I think I just saw Brownie. I saw Brownie too. Yeah, 223 people. Come on, smash the like. He's a class lad. Thank you very much, Philip. That means a lot. Brant says, I would have liked us to put out a strongest team. Not for me, mate. Like, we not for me personally, not in this. It's the FA Cup. Let's just, see what happens on the day. I don't want to be playing a full strength squad. I look, West Ham fans could probably do without this game as well. We know that David Moyes takes every game serious. They probably could do without this game, and we'll probably look at that lineup and think, wow, that's strong. If they were to get injuries, knowing they've already got a threadbare squad, they won't be grateful. Leeds United, if we were to put out a full-strength side and someone got injured, we'd all be unhappy. I think this is the right way to do it, personally. That's just my opinion, but obviously David Moyes wants to put out a strong side because he wants to go far in every competition. I think for me, David Moyes wants silverware. He wants silverware. And you can understand why. Russell says, I'll say your favourite word, Joe, realist. I don't say that, bro. I don't say that. I don't say realist, bro. I am an optimist. I am an eternal optimist. And sometimes it is to my detriment. But that's just how I am. I look into every game and want us to win that game. Yeah. This isn't an act. Some people will like to tell you this is an act. That I'm positive for the sake of being positive. Believe me, that's not me. That's not who I am. I am positive both here and off here. Yeah. That's just me, even to my detriment at times. But it is what it is. So, yeah. Yeah, Russell, I see you. I know. Glass half empty. Glass half empty. But that's okay, because everyone's got different opinions. There's no need to dig people out. Do you know what I mean? He says, I just don't want any injuries today for the first teamers. I go along with that. It's the league and nothing else this season. I also go along with that as well, Russell. But I'm staying for the watch-along as it's just the cup. Good man. Thank you for staying for the watch-along. Andrew H. U. Bell. I love that because I know Andrew H. So when I've asked for likes, Andy said I've disliked it. He's a friend. So he's just on the wind-up. But I love that Philip Anderson's backed me up and gone, you're a Bell. He's also a Man United fan as well, Philip. So you can double down on that. Teresa is in the chat. Well done, Teresa. Nice to see you, my friend. She says, woohoo, here we go, Leeds, Leeds, Leeds. I also have seen Alison and Matty Adams about as well. Members of Just Joe are always here. I'm really grateful. Scott says, Bielsa is a top coach. He polishes rough diamonds, and that suits our business model to raise funds for signings. Yeah, man. Gerrard signed his mate. Can't believe West Ham are cheating by signing by playing a strong side, not signing. Harmony's in the house as well. High folks, tickle the like button. Many thanks. 6 minutes to go. Yeah, about 4 minutes left to go now. Yeah, this is a good point from Charlie. He says we don't have a full strength squad at the minute anyway, so there's nothing you could do anyway. Is there? Good morning, Joe. Thank you, Sumner. Looking forward to seeing Bate. Should they have a great game? Let's not pile on the youngsters. Should they not have a great game? Yeah, I was guilty of that a little bit after seeing Cody Drameh in the first half against Arsenal. I thought it was woeful, and I took a bit of stick in the comments, and I understand why, because maybe it was a little bit harsh because it was only, but it just showed, and it was glaring the step up, and we might find that today. So be prepared for that, because Sam Greenwood's going up against Dawson and Diop. Look, I don't think Dawson and Diop are great personally, but they're experienced, and Greenwood will find it hard. And it might be at times when we're knocking balls into Greenwood that it can't stick, and it's glaring just how big that step up is. Do you know what I mean? He might not deal comfortably with Antonio like Creswell did. If you remember back in the league, I thought Creswell was fantastic against Antonio. Obviously, Antonio did get free at some point and scored the winning goal. But Hajeldi might not be the same as that. And it might be glaring the step up in glass between Antonio and Hajeldi. Lewis Bate, not. Everyone bangs the drum. I hear it. As I say, I don't watch a lot of under-23s. Really excited to see him. But he might struggle in there because there is such a big step up, right? So we'll have to wait and see. Connor says our entire team will have man buns by 2024. I've considered growing my man bun out, mate, but yeah, it's not working. There is two great managers of the game, of course. Marcelo Bielsa and our man, David Moyes. We're just about to kick off anyway, guys, so we'll soon get this one underway. We're just waiting for them to take the knee and, of course, blow the whistle. It is what it is. Our youngsters always seem to get baptised in fire. They do, man. He calls on them whenever, doesn't he? Jake Fox says, I'm with you. I think a lot of fans have exposed the true colours, suggesting Bielsa isn't good enough, slagging post-slagging training. They didn't have injuries. That's for another day, mate. That's for another day. Then Bielsa outers know who they are. And they need to hang their head in shame, but that's just my opinion. West Ham are bad, says Millwall. Nah, they're a good side, mate. They're chasing top four. Don't know where Millwall are this season, but they ain't in the top four for sure. Millwall. All right. Blowing bubbles going out. Come on, Leeds United now, eh? Let's win the FA Cup. Let's do it. 29 years for Leeds United. 72 it'd have been, wouldn't it? You can hear the Leeds fans booing, the blowing bubbles. I think there's like 9,000, didn't they, Leeds fans there? Amazing, amazing turnout. Amazing turnout. West Ham, of course, if you look at the last 5 games, 2 wins from their last 5, us with 1 and a draw. There's the players taking the knee. And then we're going to get this clock on. If you want to match up with me, guys, can do. There we go. And we're in. We're away. Come on, Leeds United. Over 300 people watching as well. So please smash a like on the video if you can. It'd be greatly appreciated. Leeds United have took the kickoff and it's gone all the way back to Meslier. What I'd like to see from Meslier today is no clips out to the wing because that's been really, really frustrating. Geldy, was it Llorente's just smashed one? What about Llorente when he had the effort goal against Burnley as well? Here's Diop, pressed by Greenwood. Gets it into Lanzini. Leeds United putting themselves about early doors. Nice to see. Harrison looks like he's playing from the right in this game, and James has gone from the left early doors. They will switch, won't they? FA Centenary says Crew Ploppy, sniffer, diving header, reminiscing of the good times. Here's Ilian having a word with. So it is Hjeldi who's playing in the right of the centre back, on the left of the centre back pair. Great ball by Llorente into Firpo. Good start from Leeds United. Greenwood tries to make a run off Diop. No go. There's Bate. Jenkins. Click. It's a poor ball by Firpo and it's cleared by Fredericks. Fredericks has got pace for days. Really interesting to see Lewis Bate, though. Come on, Lewis, son. Ex-Chelsea, of course. Chose the Leeds United way. The Leeds United way. Koch dinking it over Antonio. There's Diego Llorente. That's a nice little ball. Harrison. Here's Jack Harrison. Great ball. Oh, it looked like a great ball on first glance. Good start from Leeds United, 2 minutes in. Do you know what? As the game's kicked off, I'm like, let's win the FA Cup, man. Let's do West Ham. There's the ball. It's a good ball from Jack Harrison, that. But, well, I say that. It was overhit. But it was the right idea, wasn't it? It was the right idea, for sure. Obviously got his first league goal at the weekend against Burnley. It was a well-taken finish as well. Nice one, Andy, mate. Go enjoy your lawn balls, pal. Bowen up against Firpo. Firpo wins the header. It's a throw-in for West Ham. Fredericks to take. I am really surprised how strong West Ham have actually gone because they play Norwich on Wednesday as well. Really, really strange. And I don't think West Ham fans, of course, if they win this game, they win it with ease. But it seems strange for me that he's gone so strong because they play Wednesday against Norwich and then us again on Sunday. Maybe it's like a mental thing, like we can get one over on Leeds in the FA Cup and sort of do their spirits before. Here's Declan Rice. We know how good Declan is. Johnson normally plays at right back, so he's in at left back. It's a ball. Koch clears. Good ball in from Ben Johnson into a dangerous area. Yeah, Temp Name says because West Ham think they can go all the way. And that, mate, I understand that. I understand that, you know, West Ham. David Moyes wants to go far in every single competition. He's done that. You've seen that this season, you know. Here's Click. Tries to give it back to Greenwood, but Rice. Nice little interception from him. We know how good Declan Rice is. Lanzini. Back to Dawson. That's one thing Greenwood can do is press Dawson and Diop. Playing out from the back, West Ham, since the loss of Zuma and good shot by Bowen, but it's gone wide. Since the loss of Ogbonna and Zuma, like defensively playing out, they're not that great. You know, they're not that great. There he is, Bowen. It's a good strike, but it's well wide. But he gets caught on the ball, definitely. Oi Wall says just batter Norwich. Yeah, I hope they do batter Norwich, and I think they will. Everyone does, right? Greenwood, full of running, always pressing Dawson every time he's had that ball. Dan James gives it to Greenwood. Here is Sam Greenwood. Tries to play it out to Harrison, but it's dealt with by Johnson. There's Souček. There's Diop. It's good from Leeds United, though, pressing. Because defensively, as I say, with them injuries that they've got, they can be got at. Antonio's come really deep for it. Basically, playing centre-back near enough there. There's Rice. Back to keeper Areola. Areola coming in for Fabianski in this one. BRG thinks that they will rest players for Norwich. A weak Leeds is still harder game than a full-strength Norwich. I don't know if he can afford to, chasing top four, be resting, because what's to say Norwich can't get a result? Do you know what I mean? I did actually back Charlton, though, as a bit of an upset, if you could class it an upset in my little accumulator I did earlier on, actually. I also backed Mansfield as well. And they got back to 2-2 and had a goal disallowed, didn't they? And then Middlesbrough won 3-2 in the 95th minute. Yeah. There's Clicky. Clicky had a bit of a renaissance against Burnley. Hopefully he continues in that form. Here's Dan James to Junior Firpo. Oh, it's a nice little ball into Click, you know. It was a decent knock, I felt. There we go. Gilly says, it's nice to have you on, commentator Joe. In Argentina, we can only see the pirate transmission in French. Well, I can try and get bonjour, je m'appelle Joe. I went to Paris and I can't speak a word of it, and it was difficult. I'm not going to lie. Here's Antonio. Geldy's done exceptionally well. Well done, my son. He followed him. He's obviously got the job of man marking Antonio. He followed him and won that ball back. So that was great to see. That was great to see. Well done. Looks like the stream might have dropped a bit dodgy for a second, guys. Just bear with it. It will sort itself out. Just 1 second. On a weekend, you see, I have all the kids at home and the Wi-Fi goes sketchy as hell. Ça va? Oui, ça va. Oh, do you know what? I know what the next bit is from that. Asseyez-vous en silence. Now, the only reason I know that is because my French teacher used to, oh, it's a ball out to Fredericks. He's got plenty of pace. Can he get a decent knock in? He's lifted it up. It's going to be too close to Melier, and he deals with that nice and easy. Yeah, back to me French, right? Asseyez-vous en silence, because my teacher would go, bonjour, and we would go bonjour, and then she'd go ça va. We would say oui, ça va, and then she would go asseyez-vous en silence. That's just all that I remember. Miss Middleton, the name was. Let's have a look. This Wi-Fi is going sketchy. It looks like it's dropping in and out. My apologies, guys. It will sort itself out. Are you sure you of that? It's gone back to Areola anyway. Areola's going to take the goal kick, and it comes out. Oh, Clicky's done well there. Nearly pressed Declan Rice into a mistake. Leeds United have come away with it, and here's Jack Harrison into Click. Puts it through the legs of Greenwood. Ooh. Greenwood tries a strike, but it's cleared. That's one thing as well. If Leeds United do get a set piece, Greenwood is a bit of a set piece specialist, a real set piece specialist. So it'll be interesting to see how he gets on. This Wi-Fi, man. Pressing well, says John. Yeah, for sure. We are. Here's Jack Harrison. Mistake almost made there by Diop. Here's Rice. Guys, I'm really sorry about this Wi-Fi. Asseyez-vous en silence. Sit down in silence, I think it means. Cross, that is a lovely little knock, I tell you what, by Rice. Bowen on the end of it. It's cleared off the line by Luke Ayling, and there's an early chance there for West Ham. I tell you what, that knockover from Declan Rice was something special. It fell and dropped to Jarrod Bowen. Jarrod Bowen, not enough pace on the strike, but if you look at this from Declan Rice, it's a lovely ball. Keeps it in, lifts that up lovely. Lovely from Declan Rice. It's cleared by Koch, only as far as Jarrod Bowen. And Jarrod Bowen strikes cleared off the line from Luke Ayling. Guys, I'm just going to jump back in and out on this stream as well because I don't know what's... Ball in. Here's Luke Ayling. Chance for Leeds United on the counter, possibly. Playing on the left-hand side. He'll have to move it onto his right. That's terrible. Terrible from Luke Ayling. Just hit forward into no man's land, and there's a chance here for Lanzini. Lanzini up against Harrison. Lanzini is great technically. Oh, it's cut out by Koch, though. Well done, Robin Koch, and he carries it up to halfway. Here's Mateus Click. He's got Harrison to the right of him. Plays it into Harrison. He's got Greenwood and Dan James. Tries to give it Greenwood. Greenwood's found it in the box here. Oh, he tries to backheel it into Dan James. Dawson clears. West Ham all over a little bit there. Dawson and Diop, as I say, not great. Yes, Paulo Prey from my hometown of Halifax, all the way over in Vietnam. I thought it was the Philippines for a second, but big shout out. I don't think the ball was out, Jarrod, at all, no. Oh, there's a foul, apparently. It's poor. Guys, how's this Wi-Fi looking for you? I say suivant. Exactly, Andy. You know, man. You speak French. Are you a linguist? You speak French, my guy. And someone tell me how this Wi-Fi is looking, because it's saying it's really poor from my end. Connection is unstable. And it's plugged into router, so it shouldn't be like that. And it's a little bit frustrating. A bit fuzzy. Right, okay. Just bear me 1 second. I'm just going to try something. I'm just going to put that in front of you for a second while I quickly do something. That should be okay now, hopefully. Hopefully that sorts it out. Nah, it's dropped again. It's dropped again. My apologies. I don't know why it's done this. Sound good. Face blurry. Some would say that's an improvement. Yeah, for sure. No doubt. I don't know why it's doing this, man. I honestly don't know why it's doing this. Let's see if I can maybe change something a second. Because it stresses me out knowing that you guys are looking at it all dodgy. Ball in. It's in high definition. Shall I change it to 720? Maybe that'll sort itself out a little bit. I don't know, though. I don't know. Don't worry, lad. We're better not seeing your mug. Yeah, my apologies. Nice one. It'll sort itself out. I'm sorry. I'll stop stressing over it. It will sort itself out. Geldy, that's poor from him. Tell you what, though, what I will say, that's a foul on Bowen from Firpo, definitely. I think we're pressing them really well when they are getting it in the back line. They can be got at. I would take positives from that, especially when you could consider we've got them in the league as well. Speedy Reenie says ITV is clear. Yeah, it is clear. ITV is clear for me. Not this. Cleared out by Areola. Goes long. Headed. Won that header actually by Llorente. Well done. Here's Junior Firpo. Into Dan James. Dan James looks like he might be onside and he's got the pace to find the ball. Here we go. Cross in. Greenwood's run was poor. Johnson puts his foot through it. Getting pressed there. Russell says, sounds like your internet is half full today, as well as my glass, for sure. Clean your screen and all's well. Just do that. I tried to pick out Greenwood. Poor ball from James, but listen, I don't expect him to be putting stuff on a plate for players. I'm not. Sorry, Dan. We know that your ball's not the best anyway. Throw-in take, and here's Luke Ayling. He can deliver a ball. Finds James, but it's won by Dawson. Here's Junior Fairport. Goes back though to Hijeldi. I've been impressed so far with the youngsters that have started. I know we're only 15 minutes in, but they've done well. Here's Luke Ayling. Harrison, touch back to him, Luke Ayling. Crossfield ball there to Hijeldi. Hijeldi's done really well. Moyes is shepherding Lanzini to press the centre-backs, but they are just in a low block currently. We've hit it long. West Ham, if we're going to hit it long, they are going to win that every time for me. Really are going to win that every time. Here's Diop into Souček. Goes back to Areola. Great start, says Jim Funk. Football fan says, hey up, mate. I hope you're doing well. Again, apologies for the Wi-Fi. It's on a madness today. Oh, Lanzini's done exceptionally well there and turned cock like he weren't even there. Bowen let it run, but Hijeldi was wise to it and it's cleared. And Greenwood's going to chase it, but Dawson lets it go out and he's going to take a throw. Just try to sort this bloody Wi-Fi out. Jim Funk says the young lad's not looking nervous, which is great. I know, right? It is. Try to speak to my partner like that. Sort the Wi-Fi out. Russell says, hope we start like them against this in the league. Yeah, look, I think a lot of people assume that we're rubbish now. We're not a rubbish side, man. We're just going through the ringer a bit. But we've been close to West Ham in each of the fixtures, really. Like, I think they beat us the last 3 times, like 2-1. Obviously, the one at Ellen Road stung because it was a last-minuter. The other time, it was like moments, so they got 2 headers against us. So we are decent. Like, don't forget that we are a decent side. I know we've not been great this season. Jack Harrison is carrying it. He's going to get there. Oh, nah, he's shepherded out. Just run out of ideas a little bit, didn't he? He tried his, you know what I mean? His little shimmy shakes. That's a good point as well from Paul, who says first 15 minutes bodes well for the league game when you consider how much stronger the starting lineup should be for it. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Emmett, I've already done it, man. I've already done it. I've said it. She tells me no one's on the Wi-Fi. Don't believe her. Don't believe her. There's Rice. I know what it is anyway. Because the girls are next door at the neighbours, right? And they're playing roadblocks, but they'll still be connected to my Wi-Fi, even though it's only next door. Do you see what I'm saying? So they'll all be blasting their roadblocks. Here's Ayling. Goes to Jack Harrison. Jack Harrison into Cork. Nice little ball that into Click. Good touch from Click. It's going to fall here. Here's young Lewis Bate. Bate up against Johnson. There's Bate. Turns. He's done well. That's great from Lewis Bate. Ooh, it's a strike. It is an easy catch for Areola, but well played, Lewis Bate. That is a foul from Llorente. It does pull down Antonio. Thankfully, not a yellow card. There we go. Souček dropping into the centre of a 3 now. Lewis Bate doing a lot of pressing. The Wi-Fi sorted itself out, you know. The Wi-Fi sorted itself out. Yes! I'm now messaging like, who was it? Who was on the Wi-Fi? Because someone was. Someone was, I'm telling you. I learned from Australia, and the price they charge stream matches are criminal. So I appreciate people like you who take times out of their day to do this. So thank you. No, thank you, Mozzle. Thank you so much. You're an absolute legend for saying that. That means a lot. Thank you very much. Here's Cock. Oh, it's fallen nicely here for Sam Greenwood. Lewis Bate. Give it Bate. You've got Click. No, what are you doing, Sam? Lewis Bate was there to the left. Come on. I know, young lad, name up in lights, but there is better options there. Look at Lewis Bate. He's just got to roll it into Lewis Bate. Lewis Bate there, it's free. He's free. Well, he should be apologising. He should be playing that into Bate for me. But we do look good, and that's promising, you know what I mean? We're looking at the lineups, probably not expecting a lot from this. They have applied themselves really well. But I think Greenwood there has to take the better option, and that's just lay it into Bate. He's never scoring from there, really, I don't think. Well done. Llorente's doing well up against Antonio. That's a foul. No foul given. I thought that was a foul from Antonio on Luke Ayling for sure. Really, do you know what? I'm really shocked that he's playing Antonio, because Antonio's not the fittest, and they've got Norwich midweek and then those Sunday. I'm really surprised, but also take a lot of confidence from the fact that West Ham have gone so strong. Here's Bate, wins the header. Here's Greenwood. Dawson, he's done well. He's turned Greenwood. He's turned Dawson. Dan James, just shepherded out of it by Fredericks. He hasn't got that strength to keep Fredericks off him. He's quite a small lad, and he, Dan James, by all accounts. Firpo in the back of Bowen's done well. He does challenge it. However, it's gone into Souček. And here's Diop now. Sheridan, who's a Man United fan, says, what B-Tech Greenwood is this? Had to pass to DJ. Yeah, obviously Mason Greenwood. Now, this is the real Greenwood, bro. This is the real Greenwood. Here we go. Dawson. My partner tells me that no one was on the Wi-Fi. I don't believe her. Because after I've said you need to take the phones off, it's now sorted itself out all of a sudden. So even though they were on charge, you know they were on charge on the Wi-Fi, right? And they were just getting notifications from all the daft games they play. Sorted now, though, innit? Lee says Hammers won't win anything, so might as well go for the cup. Well, they might win the cup then, eh? Firpo challenge on Bowen anyway. I don't know if he's received the yellow card. He normally does, doesn't he? He's a walking yellow card at times, is Junior Firpo. Guys, there's 300 people watching this as well, so Mrs. was on the Roblox. Nah, man. She's been playing Candy Crush, though. I'm getting a call through. Oh, no penalty, no penalty. Don't be daft. Click clears it. Getting a call through from the gym. I've just signed up to a gym, so I'm getting a call through, I think. They'll leave a message, though. Yes, I have just signed up to a gym. Oh, Declan Rice. No, that's not a foul if Declan Rice has got his head down by his knees. Declan Rice has done fantastic, though, there, coming off Click. However, his ball into Antonio was no good, and now there's a chance for Leeds United. It's end-to-end. Luke Ayling, just over halfway, carries it. We know he likes his progressive carries. That's a lovely ball from Ayling. Just a little bit too much on it. Just a little bit too much on it. And it's gone straight over for a throw. They're just going to show us this apparent handball. Nah. It's not a handball from Hielder at all. Not at all. No, it's not handball at all. I think he's done pretty well, actually. Yeah, who a new fit Joe says football fan. Exactly, man. Let's do this. Vlasic pressing. However, it's gone all the way back to Meslier. Meslier just get... Sometimes I wish he would be a little bit quicker, you know, in releasing the ball. Because sometimes he got his shapes left, his shapes right, and the opposition are able to get into position. And then when he eventually lifts it out, they always win the header. I just think sometimes maybe he could move it quicker. Firpo into Dan James. Leeds fans singing, "Is this a library?" Lewis Bate into Ayling. Leeds carrying well here. Here's Jack Harrison. Harrison back to Bate. Bate started really well as well. Here he is, turning. He's so press resistant. He's a little bit like Forshaw in that respect. Ball into Dan James. Dan James does get a little bit lucky. Jack Harrison does get round Rice, but loses it eventually. But Leeds need to press here. Here's Declan Rice. He's took a heavy touch. Does get round Ayling a little bit too easily, though. That shouldn't have happened for me. And Declan Rice sprays it wide to Fredericks. Fredericks has got plenty of pace. Junior Firpo don't dive in. Here's Bowen on his left foot. Comes inside. Dan James and the rest shepherding him out. Vlasic touch back to Bowen. Here's Johnson. Back to Bowen. Bowen, it's a poor ball into Antonio and it's cleared by Robin Koch. Lanzini, though, gets back on it for West Ham and here's Diop just on halfway. Declan Rice playing well. Lanzini dropping deep to get the ball into Bowen. Fredericks tries to give it him back, but it's cleared by Junior Firpo, and it's going to be a throw-in. It's a good game. It's a good game. Leeds United have done well. 26 minutes in, it's still 0-0. That can only be a positive, right? Mozal says, do you think Leeds should loan a striker knowing because of lack of security, because of injury? Well, if the press in Spain are led to believe, mate, we're after that juggler from Barcelona, so maybe they are looking at a striker, although it's well done. Well done. Greenwood wins a free kick up against Dawson. I do think Leeds United will get at least one midfielder. Shrewsbury 1-0 up versus Liverpool. I was going to back them Shrewsbury on a double, though. Draw or Shrewsbury. Should have done that, shouldn't I? I did back Charlton. They're still 0-0. There's Jack Harrison. There was a potential ball on to click there, and he decided against it. There's Lewis Bate. Greenwood. Yeah, you ain't got the time on the ball like you do in the under-23s, Sam. Oh, it's poor, though, from Lanzini. Leeds United started well and continued to play well. Great ball in. Greenwood almost gets ahead of Dawson. But Leeds United, I've been impressed, man. Really, really impressed. Pressing high. Causing West Ham into all sorts of problems. Diop. Back to Areola. Dan James is going to push on Dawson. And that means Areola's had to go long. Antonio. Give over. Antonio's leaning into him, though. That's very cute from Antonio because, yes, Leo Hajeldi does have his arm on him, okay? But what Antonio's then done, he's just backed into him, just fell into him. Because he's so strong. If you look right, he's backwards, and then he's just going to fall and they win a free kick because he knows Hajeldi was winning that battle in the air. Yeah? That's very cute for me. But listen, Creswell did a good job on him, and so far Hajeldi and Llorente have done a good job on him. Here's Ayling. Manages to find Mateus Click. I've been impressed by Mateus Click so far. Gives it back to Ayling. Ayling there, and here's Jack Harrison. Harrison onto his left. Can he spray that ball? Junior Firpo's in space. He's found him. Keep it in, Junior. Well done. Well done. You've got man on you now in Bowen. He gets round him. Well done, Junior. Get that ball in the box, son. He's going to fall and Click. Have a go. Oh, lucky Junior Firpo keeps it alive. However, it's cleared by Johnson. That was that sort of position on the pitch where Click has, especially in early stages of Bielsa, had decent strikes on goal. Lewis Bate was looking for Jack Harrison. It's poor. Diop no communication there. I was listening as well to my man Corey in the build-up to this, and he said one of the main things at West Ham since they've lost Ogbonna has been communication. They have zero communication in that back line. And if you look there, when that ball came over, Diop didn't know whether to head it or not because no one had communicated to him, and Areola ended up getting the ball. Do you know what I mean? If that's a Bamford, you know, he's wise to that sort of stuff. Fornells with the throw into Lanzini. Cox done well. There's Bowen. Back to Lanzini. Souček. Not seen much from Vlasic so far. Here's Diop, been told to carry it by Rice, and he has done. Greenwood chasing him though. Goes back to Rice. Rice got Click for company. Keep going, Mateus. Well done. Make him go backwards. Well done, Mateus Click. Yes. We know Souček, man. We've pressed West Ham in that first game at Ellen Road where Souček made the error and Leeds United were on them. You know what I mean? I've been impressed with how we're playing. Got 15 minutes till half time. If we can keep it 0-0 or going in front, it'd be great, wouldn't it? Here's Dawson. Souček telling Dawson to bring it up. But this is what I'm saying. Players like Dawson and Diop ain't great carrying the ball. No! No! That's a challenge by Greenwood, that. I think he gets the ball, no? Let's have a look at this. No, okay. It looked like he got the ball for me. But what I'm saying is, you see Rice and Souček say to Diop and Dawson, bring it up, because that's what they're used to with the likes of Ogbonna and your man Zuma. But these two aren't too great at it. So let's press them when they are, and we'll force them into errors. Because they're not great centre-backs. Really, are they? Do you know what I mean? Goes back anyway to Areola. There's Dawson. That's it, Dan. Press him. That's it. And it just means Areola's had to go long. Lanzini beats Ayling. But Llorente beats Antonio. Here's Click. He's got Rice for company. Here's James. Click. This is good from Leeds United. Here's Greenwood. Looking for the ball over to James. It's cleared by Dawson. Oh, bait on his left foot. It's an air shot. It did open up for him big time, didn't it? Totally misjudged it. Good work from Leeds United. Greenwood with a decent knock, looking for James. Dawson wise to it. Oh, bait. So unlucky. You're just thinking if he connects with that, that's in the back of the net, baby. Can you imagine that? Welcome, Lewis Bate. Unlucky, son. But Leeds United on the attack again here. Here's Jack Harrison. He's up against Vlasic. Comes on his left. Crosses. It's low. Greenwood tries a flick. But it's just goes straight through to Areola. It's a bit tame. But it's a decent effort. No fear from these young lads. Antonio gets wrong side of Llorente for the first time in this game. He's going to carry that ball, the tank that he is. No foul, please, Leeds. Done well. He's shepherded out by Ayling. Leeds United have done exceptionally well there to get back into shape. It's a good ball, though. Vlasic, Hijeldi, it's going to fall here. That is so fortuitous. So fortuitous. You knew it was going to fall there. Leeds United all over. If I'm being totally honest, I thought Hijeldi had hold of Vlasic. Hijeldi had hold of Vlasic and could easily have been given a pen. I think it was not great defending, if I'm being totally honest. I was just saying we've done ever so well against Antonio, but here's Vlasic. Hijeldi's all over him. He gets the challenge in. Meslier, we're all over it, Shop. Is there anything you can really do there? I think Hijeldi could have even given a pen. And Lanzini wasn't going to miss from there, was he? He's done great, to be fair, Vlasic. Bowen, they're all, just falls for Lanzini. Not good. Unfortunate for Leeds United. Because we played well. They are going to check for a possible offside, guys, so we'll have to wait and see what happens here. Have we gotten away with this? Because Bowen and Antonio are offside. But if it comes off Geldy, then it's not offside, right? Let's hope it is offside. Bowen has interfered with play, obviously taking the ball as wide as he did. And they are offside, right? I think it's going to be chalked off for offside, this, guys. That would be nice. That would be nice. I can't lie. That would be nice. It's got to be offside, I think. Because if Bowen's not there, right, then Meslier does get it, and we're not all at 6s and 7s, are we? Does he get there ahead of Meslier, though? It's got to be offside then, surely. What we're saying. Bowen definitely interferes, as Gurley says. I know I'm probably saying that wrong. Oh, it's a goal. For God's sake, man. There you go. I think, this... Is it because he's not taken the ball or not, or do they feel that he's not touched the ball? I don't know. There you go. 1-0. 1-0 West Ham. Look, it's not what they deserve. I think, 0-0's a fair scoreline. But look, Leeds United have played well in this half. I've been impressed with the youngsters. It's disappointing. Here's Daddy as well, who's a West Ham fan. Says, I don't know how that was given. Allison and Matty Adams say should not be a goal. I don't know what the rulings are at times, I genuinely don't. He does interfere with it, obviously. I'm just frustrated at myself because I think we did ever so well against Antonio when he took it out wide, but he's ended up getting the ball in anyway, and Geldy was all over Vlasic. Vlasic done really well. But yeah, Daryl Lima says Bowen in Mellier's face, given why. Yeah, he did obviously interfere. Maybe if he takes the ball away, but he sort of doesn't, does he? Sort of misses it, and Meslier actually deflects the ball into Lanzini's path. Or are they saying that because Geldy's got a touch? I just genuinely don't know. Here's Click. Someone needs to give me some Leeds United on the attack here. Click. Bowen to chase him. Bowen will chase him all day. He's so good, he's Jared Bowen, I will say that much. Click into Firpo. No one really for him to aim at, and he's given the ball away, and that's poor from Junior Firpo. It was easier to misplace the pass than it was, and Jared Bowen's done James Hancock, and here he is, look, all the way from the full-back position, plays it to Fredericks. Fredericks ball in. It's cleared by Lewis Bate. Well done, Lewis Bate. Junior Firpo, poor there. Poor. I think it was easier to misplay, harder to misplace the pass, should I say. Here's Rice. Bate following him. Yeah, Bowen stopped Meslier from getting the ball. Look, it is what it is, right? We can't be happy, but listen, the goal's gone. Leeds United are losing 1-0. I don't think it's deserved. Here's Solchek. Just got to keep playing our game because I think we've done really well, and it's the cup. I'm not really that arsed. Russell makes a good point here. He says, best of both worlds right now. We're playing well. Good game time for youngsters and not progressing. So forget the cup. Might be a time I actually agree with Russell. Here's Harrison. He's in the box. Don't do too much, Jack, man. You keep hold of it too long. You should have got rid, mate. Lifts it out to Bate. Bate on his favoured left. I think the ball should have come in sooner from Jack Harrison. Give time for Rice to... There's the ball. See, that first-time ball that he's played there should have been similar the first time round. Morecambe apparently 1-0 up against Tottenham. Love to see that. That's... I know no one gets on the end, but it's such a dangerous area. Yeah? Such a dangerous area. Yeah, Dan says, do I need to reread? Mate, you always... The rules are always changing. Ariola deals with it too easy. Ariola, sorry, deals with it too easy. Just looking at some of the results. So Liverpool, the 1-1 with Shrewsbury. Morecambe beating Tottenham, at Tottenham as well. Wolves beating Sheffield United, obviously West Ham beating us as well. So a few cup upsets. Here's Johnson. That's a lovely ball. Antonio probably should hit the target and make it 2-0. Oh, he's hurt himself in the process here. There's a little part of me thinking, yo, Antonio's injured, you know. Overstretched. Rice, great ball into Johnson. Gets too easy. I don't know where Luke Ayling is in that move. Antonio should hit the target. He's really stretching to get on the end of it. And he blazes it wide. But he looks like he's hurt himself in the process. And when Antonio goes down normally, it's curtains. So we'll see how he is. Nah, he's going back down. Yeah, he's saying, come on. I think Antonio's hurt, you know. That's a positive for Leeds United in the league. Maybe it's his calf. Or is it his ankle, maybe? They're just testing him here. I mean, for me, if I'm Moyes, I'm taking him off. You're 1-0 up. You're at home. He's your striker, isn't he? I think it's his ankle. They're moving his ankle around there. There we go. He's been lifted up. It looks like he's going to be all right. I think he might be all right. There we go. There he is in the build-up to the goal as well. And I was saying at the time that we'd done so well to shepherd him out there, right? But he's the one who plays it into Vlasic. And Vlasic, technically there, was brilliant, you know, just keeping Ajeldi at pace. And it's so fortuitous from West Ham. I just knew it at the time as well. He looks like he might be all right for this. Antonio, he's back on. Maybe he'll get brought off at half-time. People say he's just time wasting. I'm not sure. Even the ref couldn't believe that was a goal. Where's this from? Is that from somewhere else? Oh, that's poor Llorente. Straight into Souček. So poor from Llorente. Vlasic playing on the left. Moves it onto his right foot and goes back to Lanzini. This is what causes so many problems. Players like Lanzini, like a Vlasic, ball carriers that'll beat a man and drag the man-marking system all over the shop. Dan James, whoa, that's a foot race and a half, that, by the way. Dan James and Ryan Fredericks, believe me. John Shaw says, yeah, look, I don't want to see players injured, but if it means they could be out for 8 days, then yes, please. Yeah, I hear you, mate. Get him out for our game. Definitely. I hear you, mate. I hear you. Guys, we've got 214 likes and 373 people watching. If you could all like the video for me, that'd be greatly appreciated. Let's see if we can get up to 300 likes. That'd be greatly appreciated, people. Here's Ayling. Into Click. Click's touchback is poor, but he squares it there to Leo Ajeldi. Here's Junior Firport. Diego Llorente. We've got a minute left of normal time. Yes, Sohan, hope you're doing well, my Arsenal brother. Emil Smith-Rowe, Stan. Do you know what, as well? Like Russell said here, let's see another 3 youngsters on. There probably will be planned substitutions, as is always the case under Bielsa. There probably will be planned substitutions. Firpo, good knock, that. It's taken a deflection off Bowen, though. Bowen's so good, man. Like, in terms of all the energy that he puts in, Lanzini's beaten Bate and Greenwood. Good battling from them, but Lanzini's done exceptionally well. Here's Vlasic. We don't want to go in 2-0 down. We don't deserve to be 1-0 down, let alone 2. Here's Antonio. He played in a good ball last time. He's done it again, but Mellier's out to clear it. Firpo. Please don't say Firpo's been injured or Meslier there, please. One of them screamed. One of them screamed. Totally accidental, but Meslier had to go for the ball. It's a good knock from Antonio. Junior Firpo maybe he's took a knee. Oof. Hey, Paul from a Happy Terrier. How is Carlos Corberan doing out there, mate? Carlos Corberan, of course, manager. I believe he's still manager of Huddersfield Town anyway. Mark Towno says, cheers for the watch along, Joe. No streams here in Oz. No worries, brother. Thank you for being here. Please do smash a like on the stream if you haven't already, guys, as well. That'd be greatly appreciated. It just shows the love. And massively helps the channel as well, I can't lie. So 249 likes. So if we can get up to 300, that'd be greatly appreciated. Giancarlo says Firpo injured, get Alioski back. Giancarlo, you just want Firpo out, man. Ciao, Bella. Ciao, Bella? Is that a thing? Oof. Do you know what? If Mellier's injured, we're screwed. If Mellier's out injured, we're screwed. Because you know what? Like, Christopher Classen's not it. Believe me. Jamie says, fantastic, mate. Love him. He's doing a great job with the squad he has. Yeah, he learned from the man. He learned from Bielsa, brother. Carlos Corberan learned from Bielsa, went to Huddersfield, done really well. To be honest, I thought you would have took some of our players from the under-23s that have moved on. But listen, talk to me about Lewis O'Brien as well. I wouldn't have minded Lewis O'Brien. Meslier looks okay, I think. Junior Firpo maybe having a little concussion check. Dead leg apparently. Russell said, look, this is the kind of scenario which exactly it reinforces my thinking and comments earlier. Yo, says Joe, I'm a big fan. Cheers, brother. Thanks for your support. Is that Marcus Rashford there? Is it Marcus Rashford? Maybe. I don't mind Rashford, you know. So, Lauma, Mellier's backup boom. Going to go on and smash the hammers now, says Giancarlo. I hope you're right. Dale says, Klassen is Kiko 2.0. He's not been great, has he? Let's be honest. I don't think anyone's as bad as Kiko, though. Cost us that promotion first season, didn't he? Let's be honest. John Shaw says, we're screwed if we need Klassen. I hate doing that. I hate, like, dismissing someone already, but from what you've seen, he's not it, is he? Because Meslier will move on eventually, you know. I genuinely believe he's that good. But you're talking top whack. I mean, what about when Chelsea bought Kepa for like 70 million or whatever? But like PSG, like Meslier, I know they've got Donnarumma and that. But I don't know. Chelsea have been fans with. They've got Mendy. I don't know what they, you know. But what I'm saying is Meslier is so young and he's so good at such a young age. I don't know. I think he will move on. And you're talking big money. So Han says Spurs doing a Spursy. James Quinlan says, can I get a shout out to Oman? I've recently moved here and still enjoying all your content as a good home comfort. Thank you, Jamie. What are you doing in Oman, mate? Like, why have you moved out there? That's next level, isn't it? Where have you moved from? The UK? Here's Bowen. They're in again here. West Ham. He gives it Lanzini. Meslier. Come on, get on that ball, will you? Oh, it's Fredericks. It wasn't even Lanzini. If it was Lanzini, it probably would have been 2-0. There you go. Fredericks' pace causing us problems. Bowen plays him in, and he probably should do better, right? Melly a bit all over the shop as well, really, with that save after I've just been talking him up. Jack Harrison, he tries to keep hold of it too long sometimes. I know he's got 3 players around him and not really. Good ball by Luke Ayling to click that. Dan James. As soon as Click went for Dan James, I lost all confidence because Dan James is tiny. And when he went to pick him out there, I just had no confidence. I had no confidence there. There's Frederick's strike. Look, it's a tame strike. Here's Lanzini. Clipped up forward, but it's going to be dealt with by Llorente. Ricky says, get Dallas and Rafinha on. I'm not about that, mate. Maybe Bielsa will, but I'm happy with how it is. Keep it as it is. I don't see the point in making like drastic changes to try and get something. That's a good challenge from Bate. To try and get something from the game because it's the FA Cup. It's all about the league for us. That's just my opinion. Danny Morris says, come on, you Irons. You're playing well, mate. 1-0 up. Good challenge, Bate, that. Yeah, this is. I agree with Jamie. Save them for the league. We don't need to be. If he does, to be honest, I don't understand. I just leave it as it is. The young lads are doing all right. Bates doing all right. He had Greenwood's been okay. Geldy's doing really well up against Antonio. Just keep it as it is. If we're going to go to the bench, I bring Somerville on for Harrison or Somerville on for James. Do you know what I mean? I'd maybe bring Liam McCarron on, play him on the wing, play Jack Jenkins up top. Switch it up. I wouldn't, for me personally, I wouldn't be looking to bring on Forshaw. I wouldn't be looking to bring on Dallas. I wouldn't be looking to bring on Rafinha. But that's just my opinion. Do you know what I mean? It's 1-0. West Ham have been the better side. Like, look the most dangerous. And they should. They've got near enough full-strength team out. Leeds have made a lot of changes. But I'm happy because we've applied ourselves really well. So I don't mind how it's being played out. Do you know what I mean? I don't think we really need to switch it up. That's just my opinion, though, yeah? So, there you go. But let me know your guys' thoughts. Obviously, we've got 15 minutes now between now and the start of the second half. So let's have a chinwag. Any questions, anything you want to discuss, get them in. Please do like the video as well if you've not already. That will be greatly appreciated. As I said, there's over 400 people watching now, and we've got 274 likes. So if you haven't already, please like the video. It's free for you to do so, and it just massively helps. So please do like it. Giancarlo says, loving the setup, mate. Very fancy. Thank you very much. I enjoy it myself. Only criticism is the crossing has been below standards. And again, for me, that comes back to who's in there. Like Greenwood, he's always going to struggle against Diop and Dawson. Always going to struggle. Even if there's a 50-50 ball, they've got so much strength on him that they'll just knock him out of way. Do you know what I mean? Like Greenwood's not like Gelhardt, is he? You know what I mean? Gelhardt's a bit of a tank, Rooney-esque. Do you know what I mean? In terms of his stature and stuff. I think Greenwood's always going to struggle. There was one cross coming in from Click there, and it's coming into James. And I'm never confident when the ball's coming up and James is going to be battling for it. Do you know what I mean? So, I don't know. I think we're better suited to low crosses, cutbacks. You know what I mean? But there you go. Yeah, I agree with this as well. Terry says, think the boys have done okay. We're just missing that final ball. I agree with that. I do. To E5 says, next Sunday is what's important. We are not disgracing ourselves with a weakened team either. Exactly. And that's why for me, like, I don't, where I am at currently, I'm not thinking, right, let's get something, let's get back in this, let's do this. I'm just happy with how it's playing out. Because to be honest, I said I was speaking to Corey, before, and we were saying, like, not really nonplussed about the game, not really fussed. It's the FA Cup. It's all about the league. And it is for West Ham as well, because West Ham are chasing top 4. We're wanting to stay in the league, and there's more importance weighted to them games. If this is half-time next weekend and there's bench and I'm going, come on now, we need to do it. But I'm pretty relaxed about this game. Jake Fox says, we're pretty decent, unlucky VAR decision. It'd be interesting to see what the guys say, because I'm still unclear myself as to why it wasn't chalked out and why it was given. So we'll see what people have to say. Patricia Harms says Bowen participated on the goal indirectly, but did participate. Gilly says, I wouldn't... Am I saying that right, Gilly? Or shall I just say Ibarra? Ibarra is probably better, right? I wouldn't play any league starter, but I understand that some players need to play every game to keep the momentum going. Also, there is a full week to rest. Yeah, West Ham don't have that luxury. They play Norwich, on Wednesday. That's why I'm really surprised with how strong David Moyes has gone with his lineup. Lee Stevenson says, we have been fine. It's the officials, the reason we are behind. He's not happy. Whoever is on VAR today just plain sucks. Pando says, when the commentator said they'd be surprised if the goal stood, I just knew it would stand. That's just how things go for us. Listen to Alison and Marty, who says, smash the like all. Yeah, please do. Ellis says, I've been watching football for 55 years and I do not understand. This is the thing with me, like with VAR and the rules and stuff, they change all the time. It's hard to understand what's right and what's wrong today. Who thinks Rice ran that ball out earlier? Is that the one where we didn't? No, I don't think he did. But if it's the one where we didn't get anything from anyway, so it's sort of irrelevant, but they didn't get anything from, but I don't think he did, no. Rebecca G says, Hajelda's been impressive, but not much else to say. Not many positives. We've done okay. West Ham have been poor. We just don't look like doing anything. Yeah, in the final third, I would agree. I think we've been okay, though, right? And the goal's very fortuitous and, like people have said, shouldn't stand. Click's been playing well. I do agree with that as well, Chumbada. We've seen a bit of a renaissance. Played well against Burnley. Let's just see what these guys have had to say about this offside. Yeah, Jermaine Beckford saying it was offside. He's done well, Vlasic. Are they saying that he's not really interfered? Is it because it comes off Meslier onto Bowen afterwards? Yeah. Yeah, everyone's saying it's offside. It's a mad one, isn't it? But what I don't understand is, right, we should now hear from the referees as to why that's been given. I think really now VAR should come out and say this is why it wasn't given. Do you understand? This is why we didn't give it as a foul. This is why it stands as a goal. It's just confusing, man. Yeah, it's VAR with another stinker, says Jake. Let's have a look. Some more of your comments. Keep them coming in, guys. I know you've... Mick Brown says, Leeds never do well with refs and VAR. We should just get rid of them all. Declan Rice with the ball. They're showing us that Bowen strike from earlier on. Antonio causing problems. Hope Meslier is all right. Yeah, apparently it was... I think it was just a dead leg, mate. I think we might be all right. The commentary was saying should be offside, yeah. Joe's looking relaxed. I am relaxed and chilled, bro, in the FA Cup with this one. Honestly, I am. I am really relaxed and chills. Hi, guys. How's it going? Are we losing already? Oh, we're winning. Let's see. Well, you can see there's some. It's 1-0. Giancarlo says, if a player was stood in an offside position, blocking the goal is viewed from a free kick, it'd be given as offside, even if they don't touch the ball. How was that any different? Perfect. You bang on, Giancarlo. You're true. We've done okay though. Like I'm okay with the game as such. The guy that invented VAR doesn't understand that. Ben says we should bring on Somerville for Harrison. That's a good shout. That's what I would do. Like I would look to the bench and bring on McCarron. I would maybe bring on Jenkins, Drame. I wouldn't be bringing on any first teamers, just for me personally. Ibra says Bate and Firpo were also good, along with Click. Rebecca G says I'm not impressed by Greenwood today. Greenwood's always going to struggle though, right? Against Diop and Dawson, you know, and we haven't really got the service into him. He had that opportunity where he had a strike at goal as opposed to giving it into Bate, but yeah. Michael says, Joe, probably offside, but our players Firpo and Elling don't try hard to get behind the ball, only when involved in challenging. It was all over the shop though, mate. People didn't know where the ball was. It was bouncing all over. I think it just was one of them. Yeah, I'd love this, Terry. This would be amazing if refs were mic'd up like rugby. It would be good. Desherney said, better off replacing VAR with an old Amstrad computer. Yeah, I agree with this as well. From Champs 20, bro says Joe Young and Geldy's doing all right. He is. And I think Creswell did a similar sort of job, didn't he? Against Antonio before. So I've been impressed as well. Art says, too right, Joe. The refs need to come out at the end of every game and explain why they've given the decisions. That would be decent. Like, we're not asking them to be quizzed. Like, because I know they would never be up for that. Like, they're not going to come out and then get the reporters saying, but that doesn't make sense. But even if they just stood and were asked, can you tell us why you gave that decision? And they were to say, oh, because this is the rule and this is that, then we'd be okay. Apparently, Rads is fuming on Twitter. 130 subscribers. 1,000. Yeah, if you're new, please do subscribe to the channel. Let's see what is being said on the old Twitter sphere. Let's have a look. Seeing what's so yeah, people are not happy about the VAR, obviously. Let's have a look. Oscar, my good friend Oscar, says Bate reminds me of Lewis Cook, always involved and off the ball, low centre of gravity, so can evade pressure, carry the ball over long distances, deceptively strong and very reliable, composed in possession, quite rare for box-to-box CMs to be so press resistant. There you go, Oscar praising up Lewis Bate. And let's have a look. Leeds United have unhappy with the offside position, and Andrea Radrazani said very clear to everyone. LUFC Lewis says file a complaint. So obviously Leeds United fans fuming. There is actually a did VAR get it right page, and they're saying no, they did not get it right. There we go. Just having a look at what's being said. Phil here, pretty flat tie, but it wasn't like West Ham were peppering the Leeds goal before Lanzini scored. Not sure how they'll explain the decision to allow the goal. Anyway, you look at it, Bowen was offside and interfering when Meslier went for it. Yeah. Don't know what's happening then. It's really strange. It is really strange then. Like, because for me, when I look at it, it's like I'm thinking, right, okay, what's this? What's that? Is it because I'm trying to look at it and see it, and has he connected with the ball, or has it touched Meslier first, and then they're saying, oh, it's touched the last defender, so therefore he's not offside, all that sort of jazz. But he does interfere with it, doesn't he? He does interfere with it. So far, does. Do you know what I mean? If this was the league, I'd be incensed. And there are Leeds fans that are incensed. I get that as well, but fuck it, man. Drop out of the cup. Michael says, bring Somerville on. Harrison is important on the right. Impotent. Impotent. Not interested in cutting back crosses, but dribbles into traffic every time. I will say that he does dribble into traffic all too much. Matt Davis, love that. Yeah, Click's been good. I agree with that. That's been said. What I'll say though, like if Radrazani don't want to be getting himself in bother with regards to obviously having a go, refs, etc. on the Twitter sphere, she'll end up getting yourself some sort of sanctions, and that's not worth it. Oh shit. Sorry, I just dropped something. Draw would suit LUFC and me money-wise. Good for us, league position far more. No, draw wouldn't suit us, would it? Because it'd mean going to extra time. I suppose we could go to extra time and go penalties or whatever, but I don't know. Rafinha's brought on. I wouldn't do it. So there we go. Michael says Rafinha to come on. I wouldn't do it personally. Dallas has come out. I don't understand that, guys. Let's Forshaw having a word with the referee as well. I think they're trying to understand why. Genuinely, just my own personal standpoint, don't bring on Rafinha. Don't bring on Dallas. That's just my opinion. I don't get it because I don't know. I would just leave it. I would have just left it, honestly. I don't know. I don't know. Oh, I don't understand it. I'd have just left it, honestly. It's a little bit frustrating. Like, if they go on this score and I look silly and all that sort of stuff, and I get all that, but for me, like, we're losing. We've been competitive. Are we going to win the FA Cup? It's all about the league. What happens now if Rafinha I know it's all if buts and maybes, you know what I mean? But what if he gets injured? What if Dallas gets injured? I don't know. There you go. So is it Lewis Bate that's come off and Sam Greenwood? Looking at it, it'll be Lewis Bate and Sam Greenwood. So up front, you'd imagine Dan James will lead the line. And obviously Dallas will come on for Lewis Bate and compete in that midfield. So Sam Greenwood and off and Rafinha and Dallas on. So Rafinha will go from the right. And then, of course, Dan James through the middle. Yeah, fair play, Emmett. Maybe I'm just being a little bit pessimistic, but, you know, Robert says you can't just leave, Joe, then we should have never left Yorkshire. No, that's a good point as well, mate. That is a good point. You've got to be competitive, haven't you? Although I do think they were competing. Here's Luke Ayling into Robin Koch. It's a terrible ball. Terrible ball from Robin Koch. Never getting on the end of that. I just think you saved them. Because if you're going to rest Dallas 45 minutes, I mean, I don't know, he's just an old gadget, isn't he? So just leave him there. I don't know. It's going to be a goal kick anyway. There you go, Koch with a header into James. See, I hate to say it, like, I think Greenwood is just as able as Dan James leading the line. Dan James isn't great leading the line. That's a foul from Diop on click. So, oh yeah, my apologies. I forgot the timer. H7. Sorry, mate. Let me do that for you now. Let me get that on. We'll have to adjust it for a second as well, so I know where I'm at. Sorry about that, mate. There you go. Timer's sorted now. Timer's on song up there. Where is the timer clock? It's up there. Nice one, H7. My guy. Well done, Jack Harrison. Jack Harrison's on the left as well now, of course, because we've Dan James leading through the middle. I don't know. I'm still a little bit narked that he's made the changes, to be honest. We go. Fredericks throwing into Antonio Hageldi's done great again there. Well done, son. Harrison back to Llorente. Llorente goes back to Meslier. John Smith says, I'm off. This too stupid for words. Not you, Joe. The game and Bielsa's decisions. Get some paint to watch dry. You're basically saying you would rather watch paint dry than me there. That's harsh, bro. I'm disappointed in you, John. Yeah, the game has not really got into life, has it? The game, even in the first half. I think, like I say, we're all like, okay, we're doing all right. It is what it is. It's a much changed team. But if you're going to change it at half time and bring on your big hitters, I mean, you might as well have started with them. I don't know. It's just my opinion. Here's Antonio, gets round. Oh, it's a good ball from Antonio, but flashes straight across. Harrison chips it down the wing, but it's going to go out of play. Or will Dan James get there? Dawson does. He clears it out. Luke Hartley says they are trained to play a game a week. They are professionals. No, that's fair. I'm not saying that we should keep them fresh. We should keep them. I'm not saying that. Like, I just think. Am I saying that? Maybe I am saying that. I'm not. I don't know what I'm saying, bro. All I'm saying is, if you've gone with a weakened side at full time, just keep it as it is. We're only one down. We don't want any injuries. West Ham have gone full strength. Do you know what I mean? They've gone full strength. Let them exert themselves. We've gone, with a weaker side. We're only one down, and it was due to an incorrect refereeing decision. So let's just play it out. I just think bringing on, I don't know. Yeah. That's just my opinion on it. Here we go. Sumner says, dude, they have the best food, the best training, the best gym, and they make tons of money. And we are fine in the league. The rest are gifts. Yeah, I agree we're fine in the league as well. But I want us to be well clear of it. Do you know what I mean? There you go. That's just my opinion. Giancarlo says, part of me thinks, Joe, our players get injured when in training and also when celebrating goals. May as well just get... Giancarlo, don't you act. Come on now, man. Hisham Hossani says, maybe he wants to win it, Joe. If he'd have wanted to win it, he'd have gone strong. He'd have gone strong in first place. Do you know what I mean? He wouldn't have gone with such a weakened side in the first place. So, I think, Joe, you're just worried. I am, Daniel, yeah. I am. I think that's what it is. Shrewsbury Fan TV says, hi, mate. Why are you not watching your game if you're winning? Do I know Chris Dawson? If you're on about one that I used to work with, then yeah. If you're on about the football, I know. Here's Click. Tries to find Dan James. Here's Vlasic. Well done, Dallas. Well done, Stuart Dallas. Here's Dan James. Rafinha. Poor pass into Dan James, innit? But that's why you bring on Dallas, innit? With that lovely, lovely challenge. There. Cleared up by Johnson, who was underneath it. What's Llorente done there? He might as well have just said, here, you go goal side. Antonio's just bossed him. Oh, great strike ball, great save, Meslier. I tell you what, Antonio made Llorente look like a little child there. Look at him, man. He's just gone, get away from me, will you? Absolute tank. No, arms on. I don't know the former Leeds United youth graduate. Sorry, mate. I thought you meant someone I used to work with. That's why I put that question. Because I thought you might have been on about the one that used to play. Here's the ball coming in anyway. Jared Bourne on the corner. It's lifted up. Rice underneath it. Wins the header. Melier easy for him though. Champ says Antonio is a beast. He is, I know. He just made Llorente look like a boy. Here's Luke Ayling. Fired into Rafinha. Touch back there to Dallas. Dallas plenty of time. Squares it there to Leo Hajeldi. Hajeldi I've been impressed with. Hajeldi might even start at centre-back at the weekend, guys. Next weekend. Because I think Llorente is suspended. So it might be Koch and Hajeldi at the weekend. Do you know what I mean? So... And I've been impressed with him. I've been impressed with Creswell when we've seen him, and I've been impressed with Hajeldi. Well done. Here's Dallas. Llorente square to Koch. Click. Leeds United maintaining possession for a short period here. Fairport brings it down. Well done, Junior. Goes by there to Dallas. Dan James has asked for it to be played in. He's gone to Ayling. No, Ayling heads it out of play, and that's what a waste. This is what I'm saying. West Ham just allowing us there, just going into a low block, allowing Leeds United to have the ball, and we go long and look for Luke Ayling, and it's a waste. Here's Johnson with the throw-in. Johnson to take the throw then. It's a good throw into Vlasic. Vlasic does well into Bowen. Oh, I get the vibe against West Ham. It's one of them where like you could play them for a month of Sundays and not score against them us at the minute anyway. Not really confident for next week either on this showing. It's just my opinion. Here's Luke Ayling. It's a good ball, that. No, it's not. It's too close there into Areola. Dan James trying to make the run. 55 minutes on the clock. It's West Ham 1, Leeds 0. Oh, look at Vlasic. He's done great there. Just got round Ayling. Far too easy. He's turned to Jeldy. That's not a foul. No, that isn't a foul, man. I think that's weak. That looked really weak to me. Let's have a look. How's that? I'm not going to lie, right? I am fuming with that. It is an absolute disgrace how that's a free kick. And I said it at the time. And when you watch it back, it's even worse. That is a joke. Vlasic has bought that. He's fallen over, looked at the referee, and the referees just give it. Shocking refereeing that. Worse. I'm actually more annoyed at that than I was at the fucking VAR. That's shocking. Shocking. And if they score from this, then what's the point? What is the point? Lanzini over it. Bowen over it. Lanzini, it's off the wall. Honestly, referee, absolute joke. Oh, it pissed me off, that has. Really pissed me off. I'm sorry for the language. Yeah, Champ said he should have been booked for diving. Exactly. He's gone down because he's turned, but he's going too fast. He's fell over. He's looked at the referee and the referee's gone, yeah, foul. In real time, it didn't look like a foul. It's even worse when you watch it back. Shit refereeing. We only get shit refs. Do you know when I get a vibe about Leeds United when we're playing a certain way, I believe we could play again for a month of Sundays. We're not scoring in this game. I hope I'm wrong, but it just looks like one of them. Dallas to Ayling. Because we're not really carving anything out, right? Here's Llorente. Gives it to Ayling. Oh, fuck's sake. Luke Ayling, man, can't pass a ball 5 yards there. And West Ham are going to be in here. It's a great ball from Rice. Great challenge by Ajeldi. I will say that. He's been great today. On his debut, he's been great. Fair play to him. That's exceptional defending, that. Look at that. It's exceptional defending. Well timed. Here's Antonio. Into Vlasic. Puts Ayling on his backside. Declan Rice. Too much time for Rice then. It goes way over. It's a good ball by Vlasic, but that's a terrible strike, innit? Don't tell me that. Don't tell me that, Luke. Looks like a player, this centre-half, Joe. Brilliant debut. He does, mate. He does, Leo Geldy. He does. Click and Rice battling. Here is Vlasic again. Vlasic looks a player as well, to be fair. I know he died, but he does look good. Oh, well done, Llorente. He's coming on, is he? Forshaw's coming on. I don't know. Here we go. Here's Johnson. Ayling clears it. Rice battling there with Dan James. I don't think we've been in their half this. I don't think we've been in their half this half, have we? And that's when we've made the changes. Do you know what I mean? Harrison trying too much. He's got 3 players around him, and Bowen takes it away. Here is Jared Bowen. He was up against Lanzini, Vlasic, and now he gives away a free kick. Yeah, I don't know. Off comes Luke Ayling. So Stuart Dallas is going to go in at right back. And Forshaw's going to come on in midfield. Luke Ayling off. Yeah, Dan Savage says, why Somerville not got minutes? Exactly, Dan. So, like, this is my thought process, right? Like, I'd have kept it as it is, and I'd have brought Somerville on. I'd have brought Jenkins on. I'd have brought McKinstry on. I wouldn't be bringing on Dallas and Forshaw, who have a combined age of about 65, if not more, and bringing on Rafinha. That's just my opinion. It does scratch the head a little bit. I can't lie. Dallas with a great header. Here is Rafinha. He's going to find Click. Click brings it down. Nice little touch. That's a challenge by Lanzini. If that's Leeds United, that would have been a foul. Rafinha tried to slide it through to Forshaw. Here's Vlasic. Koch getting in each other's way there, Dallas. But Dallas has done well. Is it going to be a throw-in for West Ham? Anyway, it's going to be a throw-in for West Ham. Johnson with the throw. Antonio. Llorente's all over him. Don't put your hands on him, mate. The referee will give it. That's a great ball, that. Frederick, so much pace inside, but Ajeldi's on the cover. So much pace as Ryan Fredericks. Graham Noble says, don't get the subs. I don't, mate, but it's really scratch your head stuff. Because I don't know. There you go. It is what it is. It's happened, hasn't it? It's happened. Because I don't know. We're not really. I guess he wants to do well, but for me, like, I was happy with how it was. We were doing all right in the first half. You know, give the young kids a run out. It's all about the league for us. I don't know. Yeah, I think for me, I'd just give the kids a go. Because they've done well in that first half. I think we've actually been worse in the second half. Do you know what I mean? Because we were competing in that first half. Now I look at it and think, man, we've got even enough of first team squad out. You know? Here's Dallas. Dallas into Llorente. Yeah. Allwall says they won't push on and let us counter. They know what they're doing. Yeah, exactly. They're happy to sit in, bro. They're happy to sit in their low block and then just pick their moments. It's a waste, man. It's a waste. Waste ball from Llorente, I think, looking for Rafinha. It goes straight out of play. And it's going to be a West Ham goal kick. There we go. So it's going to be a goal kick. Here's Areola. Allwall says Bielsa would be accused of disrespecting the cup. Well, no, not by giving the kids a run out. I don't think he would. Like, end of the day, he's gone with a changed lineup anyway, and then reverted to the first team. Here's Dan James using his pace. First time really into the box, crosses paw, dealt with by Areola. Vlasic and the rest just followed him back. We just lack, don't we? Lack in the final third. Here's Diop, carries it. Oh, almost loses out there. And here's Johnson. He's got plenty to run into. Cock comes across, gives it to Vlasic. Vlasic comes inside. He's so good on the ball, Vlasic. So good technically. Rice to Johnson. He'll whip one in here. This could be on the end of a West Ham player. Crossed. It's cleared by Click. It's going to be a corner ball. Johnson. There we go. Click clears it. Oh, Click's hurt himself in the process. Cross ball. Punched by Meslier. James flicks it on. Oh, Bowen. It's gone out. It's Leeds for all. Oh, for fuck's sake. Junior Firpo's down. Junior Firpo's down. I think he said his vision. Here. But this is what I'm saying. You're going to bring on Cody Drama. Drama should have been brought on anyway for Ayling, as opposed to bringing on the first teamers. I think Firpo said vision there. I think he went like this to the referee. So you're thinking, obviously, with that knock from Meslier, that his vision's gone to pot. So for me, bring on Cody Drama. Put Dallas at left back. But yeah, it looks. I think we're probably having a word back with the referee, and I think as well. Like at this stage, do you risk? Do you risk it? Yeah, Firpo did take one hell of a hit, didn't he? Looks like he will be subbed, doesn't it? This one, I think he will definitely be subbed. So you've got to bring on Cody, haven't you? And Dallas at left back. It's probably they've got to change him now, right? Just change him for me. Just change him, man. Let's not risk the guy. Do you know what I mean? Head, yeah, they're saying head. And I think with concussion and everything that's coming to play now, just make that change, yeah? You make that change. Guys, I'm just looking at the clock. I've got a while left and I'm dying for a piss and I'm not going to see 90 minutes. On comes Cody Drama anyway, so you're going to have to give me 2 minutes, peeps, all right? There we go. All sorted. Yeah, so Drame's come on. So he'll go on at right back. Dallas at left back. But we're sort of forced into substitutions. And how many have we made now? Is it 4? You allowed 5, right? Would that be 4? How many signings do you think will happen in this window? Says Jamie, at least 1. At least. I know that's not what anyone wants to hear, but here's Dan James. That's a foul. Declan Rice brings him down. Head injury allowed extra sub, says Simon. Fair enough. Yeah, concussion sub. That is a good point. That is a good point. Oh, wasted that free kick. Here's get off him, Llorente. Here's Rice. He's going to switch it to Fredericks. Press Fredericks. Yeah, he's fast, but he's not great on the ball. Here's Dawson. We've not seen it go back to their centre-backs enough in this half. Like, West Ham looks so comfortable. West Ham looks so comfortable. And I said it like 15 minutes ago, I just don't feel that we'll score in this half because they're just going to sit in. They got the goal that they needed. They're happy now to sit in and we have to break them down. And we know without key personnel, we're always going to struggle to do that. You know what I mean? Having Dan James lead the line is not the one, is it? It's not the one. Here's Bowen, Forshaw chasing him down, but he's got wrong side. It's a good knock. Ooh. Tries to get it across to Vlasic, but it's a throw-in. Leeds United. Yeah, it is Leeds United's Vlasic. Shut up, man. Divvy, the way you're diving about earlier on. It's only a throw-in. Cock. There's Vlasic. Does well. He's a good player, Vlasic, and I've been really impressed with him. Apart from his diving. Yeah, Click does well, gets across Lanzini. Lanzini brings him down. It's going to be a yellow card for Manuel Lanzini. I hate how the ref went as if to say, I'm sorry, I have to give you this. Ref's a div. Stuart Atwell can get in the bin. Oh, Lee Waters here. Thank you so much, brother, with the super chat. He says, Happy New Year, Joe. If we pick up injuries to our first team, it'll all be nothing. It's a nothing game for us considering our league position. And I agree with you, mate. I agree with you. Yeah, Chrissy says you can't even hoof it either with Dan's high. Yeah, exactly. You can't just go long on the off chance, can you? I know what you mean. At least with Bamford, he's going to be competing. Drame's done really well, comes inside, then goes to Rafinha, who's picked it up in a central area. Rafinha into Harrison. Harrison's touch. It's a little bit heavy, but Leeds United have kept hold of the ball. Harrison, don't do too much. Pop it off. Dallas. It's going to fall here for Click. Oh, no. He's got a score there. He's got a score there, Dan James. He's got to direct it goalward. Click probably should hit the target. It's a chance. It's a chance. If you have a look, Click. Oh, it's Harrison. It's Harrison. Oh, Jack Harrison. He's got a score, hasn't he, really? He's got to hit the target. He had one of them a couple of weeks back as well when it came off him. Was it off his knee? Can't remember who that was against. Got a score. Got a score there, Jack Harrison. For me. Anyway. Yeah, definitely missed. Poor. Dallas. There's a chance, though. It breathes some life into this. Breathes some life into this game because this half's been poor. Thank you, though, Lee. Thanks very much, Lee, for the super chat. Means a lot, brother. Happy New Year to you as well. Yeah, it was Jack Harrison, guys. Those in the chat that are saying James. I thought it was James at first as well, but it was actually Jack Harrison that missed the chance. Who was it against where he had that one at the back post and it came off his knee a couple of weeks back? Here's Lanzini. Goes into Antonio. I think Antonio's had Llorente's number all day, really. In terms of just putting him in his place. Like pinning him to position and then just turning him. Well done, Dan James, just pressing the centre-backs. Haven't seen enough of that in this half. Here's Dawson. Well done, Dan. Oh, he's given away a free kick there. Advantage given. He might get a yellow card for that, Dan James, you know. Advantage was given at West Ham, but I think Dan James might get a yellow card for that challenge on Dawson. It was a little bit late. Antonio. So hard to deal with. It's been quite a battle between them two, you know. Dan James flicks it on. I think it's not gone out of play, though. Here's Fredericks. To Thomas Souček. Forshaw pressing him and Rafinha. West Ham in control at the minute. Mark Bott says Hijeldi looks a good little wee tall player. Yeah, he does, doesn't he, right? He's played well. Was Newcastle or Leicester, says Ethan, when he missed that one at the back post, yeah. Yeah, Scott says, let's be fair, neither James nor Harrison expect the ball to come to them, and I do agree with you. But when it does, you're just hoping they find the back of the net. Declan Rice, great work. Rice, ooh, put a bit too much on it. I think he was having enough for a goal, though. Dan says it was Leicester, fair. 15 minutes left. Lanzini coming off now. The goal scorer for West Ham. Even though it was an offside goal. Fornell's coming on. Simon says, sorry, Joe, Charlton are 1 down. Oh, there you go, my bet anyway. Because I had Sassuolo to beat Empoli as well. And I know they were winning 2-1. Let's have a look. Yeah, Sassuolo won. So I had Arsenal to beat Forest, Sassuolo to beat Empoli, and Charlton to beat Norwich. Put a tenner on for 100 quid back. But obviously, Norwich are beating Charlton 1-0. Ellis says, I'm just pleased we aren't playing a non-league club, yeah. How's the rest going anyway? Is Tottenham still getting beat? Just dropped my mouse there. Fornells. Vlasic. Tottenham 1-0 now. 1-0. Offside, I think. Yeah, offside. Now he gets what an offside is, eh? Liverpool 3-1 up against Shrewsbury. Tottenham 1-0 at home against Morecambe. Oof. Somerville's coming on. Nice to see Somerville. Scored a hat-trick, obviously, midweek. Jeldy. Jeldy for Somerville. I don't know what's going on there. You would assume Cock goes back into centre-back, right? Cock goes into centre-back. Forshaw will drop into the pivot. Click will go... yeah, I don't know. Somerville's playing on the wing somewhere. And, of course, it means that that Cock will drop back in there. There's Dramé. Finds Somerville. Johnson beats them both. That's not... they've gone for the ball, ref. It's not even a yellow... Get in the bin. It is not a yellow card, that. It's not a yellow card. He hasn't fucking touched him. He doesn't touch him. He doesn't touch him. And he's giving him a yellow card. He didn't even touch him. And I can see it in real time. It's not a foul. I said this. And he's given a yellow card. Stuart Atwell is a wanker. What a shocking refereeing display. What a shocking refereeing display. Get in the bin, mate. Get in the bin. Like, you can understand the ones that are actual fouls, but honestly, just joke. Honestly, an absolute joke. Atwell is a piece of shit. Ten minutes left. Fornells and Bowen over this. Going to be aiming for Diop, Dawson, Souček. Well done, Melian. Move it quick then. Move it quick. Let's go. There's Rafinha. Rafinha's playing central, it would seem. Somerville on the right. Here's Fornells. Goes to Antonio. Tottenham are now 2-1 up, guys. I think Tottenham have just scored. Lucas Moura, the goal scorer. Fredericks. Rice on the edge. He's got to give it Rice. What are you doing? What are you doing? He's got to pass the ball there, Fredericks. I know he just misses, right? But if he gives it Rice or Bowen, they probably make it 2-0. He's got to pass the ball there, Ronnie. It's their own fault, that. Shocking, that. Shocking. Rebecca G says, this has been so dull and poor. We've not had any shots yet. Agreed, it's been poor this half. Has been poor this half. It's actually got worse this half, and we've made all them subs. But a lot of that's due to the fact that West Ham are happy to sit in. The first goal, very important in this game. They're happy to sit in a low block and say, try break us down. And we'll try get you on the counter. You know? So, I said to you about 20 minutes ago now, we won't score. It's just one of them. Sometimes you can look at it and look at a game. Like, sometimes you can tell for Leeds United in the first 15 minutes if we're going to have a good game. In the second half, the changes were made. West Ham sat in, and I'm just watching it thinking, yeah, this is us done. We've lost this game now. That's why, for me, personally, I'd have just left the young players out there and bring a few in. Give them opportunities and see how the youth get on against this West Ham side. Because what's important for us is obviously the league next week. And you run the risk of players getting injured. And I don't know. That's just my opinion on it, you know. He's Forshaw anyway. Into Cody Dramé. Rafinha. Good ball in there to Click. Click's got space. Make the right decision. Here's Somerville. Go on, Crescencio. Handball. Screams of handball. Of course the referee says no. Of course the referee says no. Of course Atwell says no. And here West Ham could be getting us on the counter here. Good ball. Cleared by Dallas. Well done. It's going to be a throw-in. They'll check this. Oh. Where does it hit him here? Somerville trying to find Rafinha. I tell you what, had it not made it through, it probably might have gotten Rafinha. Got on the end of it. None given though. Adesh says the subs have been ridiculous. Yeah, listen, what I will say, don't get too vexed, and be saying, oh, Bielsa this, Bielsa that. It's not that deep for me. It's the FA Cup. I'm not that fussed, but I do think we've gone about it the wrong way. I think you might as well have kept it as it is and played some of the youth. But Bielsa wants us to win the game, so he's gone to his first team, as I understand that. But I think we've got worse. But it's all about the game state as well as all stats, aren't we, say? And it's a great point. The game state is West Ham are 1-0 up. They're at home. They are happy to turn around and say, come and break us down, Leeds. And we struggle. We struggle to break teams down anyway. We've seen that in the Championship. Let's not forget that. We struggle to break teams down anyway. We prefer an end-to-end game, a basketball game, if you will. And West Ham aren't going to get involved in that. They say, come on, come and break us down. Try break us down. We've been unable to do it. Bowen gets round Forshaw. Does slip. Referee does say no foul. The Lino, sorry. If the Lino wasn't involved, believe me, Stuart Atwell would have given that as a free kick. Yeah. Stuart Atwell would have given that if it weren't for his assistant. That's too easy for Diop on Click. Far too easy. He made that too easy for him. Vlasic goes back to Johnson. Johnson clips it up. Lorente wins the header. Here's Thomas Souček. Jarrod Bowen. Fornells is free. He's going to get a ball across. Cleared this time by Robin Koch. There's Vlasic. If the goal's coming, it's coming from West Ham, I think, innit? Let's be honest. Diving bastard. No, he's such a dive, man. I'm sorry for swearing, right? But he's ran into Crescencio. Look at that. He's clicked himself. My God, listen, for all the praise that I give Vlasic, what a wank stain. I can't stand him. They need to see that again. He's clicked himself. Wow. I've got really angry at that guy. That's shocking, you know. What? Show us that again. Please show me that again. Because that for me clicked himself. Honestly. Yeah, Jordan Dick says Vlasic has dived like 50 times. I've been praising him, right, and trying not to get embroiled in that because I think he's played well. And technically, you can see he's really good. But some of them dives are atrocious. Some of them dives are atrocious. Masuaku coming on now. Four minutes left, though. Yeah, Rob says, what a terrible game. Yeah, I mean, look, West Ham, this is perfect for them. People will hammer us, and I get it, it is a case of we have to take the impetus because they're at home. But when they went 1-0 up, it's always going to be difficult. Here's Drame, Vlasic chasing him. Do Vlasic. Somerville. Well done, Somerville. Well done, son. Into Dallas. Harrison. Harrison made the right decision first time. Dan James. What a miss. What's he done there? It's behind him. Like he's back-heeled it away from goal. Harrison, great decision this time. Oh, my God. Oh, God. What's happened there? Tottenham are now 3-1 up. Do you know what, though? Harrison made the right decision. Harrison made the right decision. He didn't keep hold of the ball. He smashed it across the goal. And James, look, he did see it very, very late. He did see it very, very late. It actually came through. I think it came through Dawson, who missed it. He did see it very late, but I don't know. It's just not falling for us. Harrison to Forshaw. It's a poor ball, and they could be away here, West Ham. Well done, Llorente. Taking candy from a baby that time. Here's Rafinha. Come on, Leeds. Move it quick then. Although, to be honest, I don't know if I can be arsed with extra time. Somerville. Oh, my God. Leeds United try to make a fist of it this last 5 minutes. Yeah, he has done well, Annie, since he's come on, Somerville. But maybe he should have been brought on at half-time when it was, 1-0 and we left it, and maybe Somerville comes on for a Harrison or a James, and Liverpool 4-1 up now against Shrewsbury. Tottenham 3-1 up. Tottenham 3-1. This is a great point from Emmett. Great point. Because in the first team, in the under-23s, he would be more selfish. And I do agree with you there in the fact of it's like, oh, Rafinha's in a better position, or such and such is in a better position, so I'm gonna lay it off to them because they're senior pros and that. And I hear that, and I agree, Scott, like saying Somerville is much more direct in the under-23s, I do agree with you there, 100%. Oh, great challenge, Robin Koch on Antonio there. Antonio could have killed the game. There's a chance here for Leeds United on the break. Jack Harrison. Here's Dan James. He's going to go backwards. Harrison, don't dawdle on the ball, mate. Come on now, make the right pass. Move it quicker. Forshaw. Switches it over to Cody Drameh. His touch isn't great, but he's still got hold of the ball. That is shocking. That's a shocking ball, that, Cody. Absolutely shocking. You do all that, and then a poor pass from Cody, that. It's really poor. Robin Koch with a great challenge on Antonio there. Four minutes left anyway. 4 minutes left now of this game. Yeah, Allwall says, gifted the goal by the ref. They've managed the game well, West Ham. Been robbed, although we could have played better. Yeah, second half we were rubbish, weren't we? Here comes Yarmolenko, I think. But it all like West Ham have just spoiled it, if that makes sense. They've got in front, and although they are determined to give us some chances here, it would seem. This last 5 minutes, it's come to life for Leeds United. If we could have half of that, we'd be buzzing, wouldn't we? It's an enjoyable game, but the facts are it's not been like that. However, West Ham seem to be being a bit generous these last 5 minutes. Here's Dallas into Rafinha. Good challenge that by Souček. Comes to Click. Click tries to lift it into Rafinha. It's poor, but Leeds United come away with it again. Somerville had a chance to get round Johnson there, I felt. Go on, Cryshenshaw, lad. That's it, son. Go on, lad. Oh, unlucky, Somerville. Unlucky, son. It's all you want to see. That's all you want to see. And this is why I've kept it with the young uns. Here's Dallas. Go on, Harrison. No dawdling. Forshaw. Oh, he's done well. He's done well as Drameh. Go on, Somerville. That's a foul, ref. Foul! Drameh. Go on, Leeds! Oh, Melier's coming up. Do we take this? Could you do you think do you want extra time? I don't, you know. Of course I want us to win the game though. Areola, it's cleared. Click, just get it back in the mixer. Go on, Harrison, back in. Leeds! Oh! Chance here now for West Ham on counter, possibly. Forshaw chasing Antonio. Dallas back as well. Mikel Antonio finds Jared Bowen. He's going to dink it. Yeah. I thought he was going to dink it. He chose not to dink it. He put it straight through Melier's legs. You knew that it was going to happen. I knew as soon as it went that they were going to score. They were going to score on the counter there. You could just tell. You could just tell. I can't lie. I thought he was going to dink him. But you knew Bowen wasn't missing from there. That's game, set, match with a minute left. Leeds gave it their all in the last 5, but the last 5 is probably not enough, is it? You need to go from minute 45 up to minute 90. I thought second half would be really, really, really poor. I didn't understand the substitutions. I'm not saying that they've cost us the game because prior to that, you know, I'm not saying the subs have cost us the game, right? I'm not saying that. I'd have just said leave the youngsters out there. Leave the youngsters out there, you know? Game, set, match, though, innit? Full time now. I'm not going to get embroiled into thing. It is what it is. Geldy's been really good, Raj. I do agree with you, mate. I think he's been really good. I'd have left the team as it were. That genuinely, I'd have left the team as it were. I'd have brought on Somerville for a Harrison or James. And maybe, you know, and the game, we may well have lost 4-0 if we'd have given the young ones. I just think I didn't understand if to start with such a change side and then at halftime bring on so many first teamers. There it is. It's full time. There's full time. Listen, thank you as always for watching my channel. Thank you as always for subscribing to the channel. Thank you for liking the video if you've done that. If you haven't liked it already, check out my transfer videos that I've been doing. I will do a post-match for this as well later on this evening. I'm going to put that out because I've got some stuff I need to do after the game. But I just want to thank you all for watching. There will be some other content creators out doing a post-match live. I'd assume. I think KG does one, so make sure you check out my man KG. But yeah, listen, look, it's what it is, isn't it? Is what it is. Like FA Cup, I think we'd have all said pre-match, listen, I'll take a loss in the FA Cup if it means we can get something in the league. If we get something in the league, then it's all good. It's all gravy. I just think they didn't cost us the game because obviously he brought on first teamers. But what I'm saying is I just think I'd have liked to have seen the youngsters just given the rest of the 90 minutes and thrown some more in there. You know, if you let them play and maybe Greenwood gets an equaliser and then you've got 10 minutes left and then you go, let's put Rafinha on. Let's go for it. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, I don't know. It is what it is. Listen, it's all about the league for us anyway. It was always all about the league for us, right? It was always all about the league for us. I said that. And I wasn't that fussed about this game pre-match. Do you know what I mean? It's what it is. We move, as someone said in the chat. We were cheated. But listen, over the course of 90 minutes, West Ham deserved the result. We did nothing second half apart from that last 5 minutes. It is what it is. Like, I'm not that genuinely, I'm not that fussed. I'm not fussed. Just move, innit? We just move on to the next game now. Thank you as always for watching. I'm going to leave it there for you. I'll be doing a watch along for next weekend's game as well. It'd be different then. I'd take a point. I'd take a point now if you could give it me. Believe that. But it'd be nice, I think, to just see more of the kids and give them minutes. That was just my opinion. I didn't understand it, but yeah. Thank you as always for watching. Peace out now. Leeds. Enjoy the rest of